Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Please forgive my apron. I have been painting. I just received Happy Mail and I thought I would paint it, but that's another story for another video for another time. Today I'm going to talk to you about a Filofax mini organizer. I bought it over 10 years ago. I have been using it as a wallet, but it is an organizer, and just last week I thought I would try out using it as a mini planner. So I was lucky enough to buy inserts from Pen City here in Melbourne, and I have just filled out the last couple of weeks just so I get a feel for it, to see if I would like to use it as a planner or not. For the last 10 years I've been using it off and on, and I have only had the note section on it, but I've hardly used it as even a notes organizer or something like that, because the inserts are quite hard to find. I'm not sure if Filofax even makes the mini planners anymore. So I do have the notes pages, but the pages are limited, and because it's hard to find the inserts, I've been remiss not to waste the pages. Do you know what I mean? So I haven't been using it for that, but I thought, well, being in isolation and all that kind of stuff, I thought I'll give it a go and see how it feels. So let me go over to the table and show you what it is. Let me introduce you to my Filofax Finsbury. It's a mini organizer according to the box, and do you know what? I don't even believe that I found the box. I've had it for a really long time, and according to the box, it's 2007, so I'm not even sure if I bought it in 2007. But yeah, it's quite small. It just came in this box just like that, and you just pull it out. It came in different colors, but I chose red. At the time, red was my favorite color. So yeah, so according to the box, it retailed for $100. I think I bought this from Maya, which is a big department store chain here in Australia, kind of like probably Macy's or Bloomingdale's, equivalent like that to the States. Like I said, I don't know if they still make this particular planner. It is quite small. Like if you have a look at my hand, it's quite small, and if you compare it to my Gilio, it is tiny, like so small. It is a wallet. Like I do use it as a wallet, and like I said before in the introduction, I pulled it out and have been using this for about 6 months. So let me show you through it. So inside there's 3 card slots, and there's also a pocket in there as well, and I've got my driver's license in there and stuff. So this paper I bought it came from the Planner Society. It's their Valentine's Day 2019 kit, and I did just put I just got a small sheet of paper. I laminated it, and what I've done is I've just put it in the pocket, and I've done this, so I measured it out obviously, and I've done this just so the backing of it, down here, is saved from the rings, because sometimes, like I've seen in my other planners especially, that when you fold it over, the rings kind of leave marks on the inside there. So just to avoid that, I've just put a piece of paper, laminated it a couple of times, and that's kind of stopped it. I just made these dividers last week. I measured out the length and the width of the paper, and using the ruler I used it as a template to make the tab. And then for the notes section, what I've done is I've cut out another piece of paper and then just measured out, using the ruler again, measured out where that tab would be for the second tab. I do like my dividers with the tabs on the top. Reason being is when you put a pen down here and you have the tabs on the side, it kind of rubs up against the pen, and especially if you're using a metal pen, it'll kind of ruin the tabs. So I prefer my tabs at the top. What I did, I used my label maker to put the weekly and the notes on top, and I also put it on the other side so that if you're on this page, you'll also get the notes and the weekly on the other side. So I've got it on both sides. And then I just stuck it on, laminated it, punched the holes. As you can see, the hole punches are quite bigger than the actual holes or hole punches from the original. I don't even know if you can buy a hole punch that small, but it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't take away from the planner or anything like that. So what you get when I bought the Filofax was a piece of acetate, and I must have bought it in 2007 because this is the original cover for the planner, and I've just left it in there just to remind me that I did buy it in 2007. Obviously I have taken out the 2007 inserts because like that's over 10 years ago and it's irrelevant. I've also kept the details here. This is for the warranty. I've just photocopied this and sent it off to Filofax a gazillion years ago. Then I've got this year's calendar and next year's calendar, my personal information, which I haven't filled out. You get a notes section. So this is a refill that I bought last week. So it's a week to 2 pages. It is tiny. Like, can you see how tiny that planner is, the paper, which means like you have to write really small. And obviously I haven't written in January because like it's now April. This ruler has the slits on the side, so you don't have to open the rings to take it out. You can just slip it on like that. That makes it so much easier. So this is the first pen that I used, which is an Artline 200 fine liner in 0.4, and because this is my pen of choice when I'm writing in any of my planners. This is the pen that I go to. These come in different colors, and I color code everything with my planner. So pink would be for my YouTube videos and anything planner related. Happy Mail, anything that I've bought online or from D-stashes, I would use a pink pen. And then I would use like an aqua pen for everyday use. So I found with that particular pen, it did bleed on the back. So there goes that idea. Then I used this pen. So it's just a ballpoint pen. These come in a packet of 8 to 10 in different colors. It's a Papermate Inkjoy 100. And like I said, it came in different colors, which I love because, like I said, I color coordinate everything. And I use this pen, which is this here, and anything, well, obviously anything pink was made with this pen. And you'll see it doesn't bleed. but you do get ghosting on the other side, which just means that this paper is really thin. So with regards to the color coding, I would use the orange for anything relating with my pets. Anything in purple I would use for trips, whether it's a weekend away or a road trip or an international trip. I would use purple. And then, like I said, I use the aqua. Well, this is a Papermate Ink Joy with a stylus, so it is still a Papermate, or so I use this one or this one, mostly this one, the Papermate Ink Joy 100, for my everyday stuff, and that's the color there. What else? So the black pen I would use when I'm paying bills. I use black. Anything for medical, I use red, and anything to do with work, I use a green pen. As you can see, it's really tiny, so you can't really put big stickers on this insert, okay? So I think stickers would be out, because a lot of my stickers are going to be too big for the page. I did find this tiny piece of pizza to put on there, so any stickers that I would use, it'd have to be tiny like that one. You have to learn how to write really small as well. You can't have a big handwriting and use this insert. As you can see, it's quite tight. Like the rings are really tiny. They're only maybe, I'm not sure if you can see that, but I think they would only be about 1 centimeter in diameter. I may have to get rid of some of the note pages to make it fit better. The note pages, they come in different colors, and I don't know why I chose yellow at the time. I can't find refills for the notes. When I went into Pen City last week, they said that they don't really carry Filofax inserts in the minis anymore because it is quite rare and people don't use it anymore. So I think that I would really struggle to find a replacement for the note pages, which is why I hardly use it, because once it's gone, it is gone. And then the tab, again, I made from the Planner Society Valentine's Day kit from last year. This zipper pocket I use for my coins, which I don't have any coins at the moment, but I put my coins in there. It does have a pocket at the top where I put my notes in, which I have just here. These are the Australian notes. So you got, these are brand new actually. So this is the old $50 note. I'll put this aside. I'll show you Australian money. So this is Australian money. It's made out of plastic, so you can't rip it. You can't scrunch, you can scrunch it up and nothing happens to it. This is the old $50 note. Our notes are quite colourful. So you've got $50 in yellow, $20 in orange, $10 in blue, $5 is, the $5 note is like a pinkish, purplish colour. And so that's that. But these are the new notes. Look at the difference. So you've got, I'll show you up closer. So yeah, these are the new notes. You've got some holograms on it, and that's the back. Yeah, so that is the difference between the old notes and the new notes. Anyway, I digress. So I put my notes and my receipts at the top there, and while I was at Pen City, I bought this pen. It's a Fisher pen. It's called a Fisher Space Pen. It is so cool. It's made with lacquer. The clip is separate, like you buy the clip separately, and it's really cool because it fits so perfectly in the tiny wallet. You know what I mean? Like if I put, say, a Gillio pen, it'll just be too big. Like it just too big for the wallet. Whereas with this one, it's so tiny, like, and it is refillable also. So, and it just goes really, really nicely in there. Plus, when you write with it, when you open it up, it's supposed to, the lid is supposed to go on the top of the pen. So then you get your full-sized pen when you put the lid on top. So if you put that up against a Gillio or even a simply gilded pen or even a pen gem, it's the same size. But yeah, but then when you close it up, it's like a bullet, pen, you know, like a small. I was told though that I've got to be careful with it because when you close it, because it is made out of lacquer, eventually the lacquer will come off and scratch. So you got to be careful with it. So he told me that when I'm putting the cap on the top of the pen, not to push it down really hard, it writes really nicely. It's smooth and buttery. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Monty is my dog. I do polish the leather sometimes with leather conditioner just to make sure that the leather stays nice and supple. Like you can tell it's worn out. Like you can tell from the grains here. You can tell from the clasp on the bottom. You can tell it's worn out. But amazingly, the back is still pretty much in good condition, and also the inside, you can see it's still in pretty good condition. I mean, the stitching is coming out here, but yeah, other than that, it's in pretty good nick for a wallet that's 13 years old. Well, that's it for another video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, it is quite an old organizer, so like I said, I don't even know if they make it anymore. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up and I will catch up with you the next time. Bye.